With the King of the Ring 2019 set to conclude Monday night, many have already made the foregone conclusion that Baron Corbin is going to be wearing the crown when it's all said and done. However, that is a really terrible idea, and while there are many reasons why, allow me to present a mere 7, because without further ado, here are 7 reasons why Baron Corbin should not be King of the Ring. Triple opportunity. There's an old principle in booking that you should get as much over as possible, and with Corbin winning the King of the Ring, this is completely minimizing the potential push here. Corbin was just in the Universal title picture. Winning the King of the Ring doesn't push him any further than he already was, but it would be a perfectly good opportunity to push someone else. And unlike the Royal Rumble, where the winner should already be a made man, as he is getting a WrestleMania title match, the King of the Ring works much better as a jumping off point for a brand new main eventer. Furthermore, when the semifinals was turned into a triple threat, Corbin would have had an easy out with the legitimate complaint that he got screwed if Ricochet pinned Samoa Joe or the other way around, as they both should have been eliminated after their match in the quarterfinals in the first place. This would have protected Corbin while also giving another wrestler a push by letting them win the tournament. With Corbin becoming king, it wastes a perfectly good opportunity to get multiple wrestlers over at the same time. And if Corbin was supposed to go to the finals anyway, what was even the point of turning the semifinals into a triple threat to begin with? A giant waste. Speaking of wasted opportunity, let's not forget that this is not Corbin's first big win. He won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, he's won Money in the Bank, and he is a former US champion. But none of these wins mattered as he dropped the ball on all of them. Giving him another accolade won't do anything for his career as he's gone as far as he could possibly go at this point with big ceremonial wins, all of which just ended up being a total waste. And with that being said, there's nothing to suggest that being crowned king would end up any differently. Technical difficulty. Looking back in history, some of the most revered kings have been solid technical wrestlers, a skill which greatly eludes Baron Corbin, as Corbin's ring work tends to more closely resemble that of some of the least favorite winners instead. If WWE wants to avoid repeating their past failures with the KOTR, then they need to realize that Corbin is just not royal-worthy material. Plus, he isn't even able to save himself with good promo ability. Now sure, not every king was capable of dropping science on the mic, but let's remember that one of the greatest microphone moments of all time came from Steve Austin's coronation. And while no one will ever be able to recreate that magic, if WWE gives the win to old Mushmouth over there, then there's no chance of them even coming close. If looks could push. It's been reported that one reason behind Corbin's seemingly constant string of pushes is that Vince McMahon believes that Baron Corbin is a good-looking guy that women swoon over. Okay, so where to even begin with this? Yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and many seem to notice that Vince might have a big guy fetish. But maybe McMahon should just keep it in his pants for this one and book with his brain for a change. Because from a traditional standpoint, Corbin does leave a lot to be desired in the looks department. Furthermore, WWE clearly has no clue what women want, as their audience is by far mostly male. So if they think that women are tuning in just to catch a glimpse of Baron Corbin, well, the results have yet to show any proof of that. And on the reverse side of things, there are male fans who complain that women shouldn't be pushed simply because of their beauty. And if that's the case, then what's good for the gander is also good for the goose. One side does not fit all. The breakdown for this event has been largely predictable and boring, with some even being able to foresee Corbin's win since before the brackets were even announced. But since then, things have fallen into an obvious pattern. We know WWE won't do a heel versus heel match, so as soon as one side of the bracket is determined, then it makes predicting the other side fairly easy to do. WWE could have at least thrown a few face versus face bouts in the tournament here and there just to throw us off the scent and to make it harder for us to figure out who's gonna win. Also, on the predictability front, it's been pretty clear for some time now that Roy is going to be taking the crown this year, as most SmackDown participants seemingly have no chance of winning. And now that the finals have dwindled down to being Chad Gable on the Blue Brand side, as talented as he is, there's a better chance of seeing Vince McMahon booking CM Punk to win than Gable. Can't beat the heat. With Finn Balor being reportedly denied a push because Vince McMahon claimed that he's just not over enough, what's his excuse for pushing Corbin? Baron isn't getting the type of heat that truly talented heels get. Instead, many fans just want him gone. So while some wrestlers can be over as heels, the Lone Wolf is definitely not one of them. Now what's worse is that WWE seems to be aware of this too, as when the McMahons made their empty promise to start listening to their fans, they kayfabe blame Corbin for Raw's decline. So on some level, they just have to know that he's about as over as a lead balloon, and by giving him the victory for this tournament, Vince McMahon is just yet again proving how hypocritical he really is. Return of the King. It's been several years since fans got to see the King of the Ring tournament, and now that it's finally returned, why dangle the string in front of us just to fail to stick the landing? If this was a regular annual event, seeing a heel win from time to time would be perfectly fine, but since it's such a rarity these days, why only give us half of what we want? Like with bringing Starrcade back but only as a glorified house show, and with bringing back War Games but with no roof, a King of the Ring won by Baron Corbin is just yet another example of how WWE likes to get us excited only to smash our hopes to pieces. Well, there you go, just a small sampling of the plethora of reasons why Baron Corbin has no business even sniffing the King of the Ring crown. But what are some additional reasons? Let me know down in the comments. And if you think Baron Corbin should win, well, you should probably just keep that to yourself. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and as always, Dave knows.